No! Now, I know most of you rhythm gamers like abusing your fingers until they ache and get blisters. Why not alleviate the stress and play a rhythm game that only requires one button to play? You all know Rhythm Doctor, right? They're so similar. Almost like they're developed by the same people. A Dance of Fire and Ice is a very innovative take on a rhythm game. You control two balls that alternate between tiles that determine your rhythm, speed, and the amount of time you'll spend on that level. Yeah, you'll die. A lot. Very much like Geometry Dash, actually. Every world, as the game likes to call it, is split into a couple of levels practicing a particular rhythmic pattern until you put all of your skills to the test in a boss fight. I mean, it's basically just mini tutorials but with some groovy music in the background. And oh my goodness does the music slap in this game. As always, they outdid themselves. My favourite had to be the Midnight Train. It's so good! Also, you'll notice that the timing is in swing. We'll get to that later, don't worry. For now, let's talk about the basic stuff. World 1 serves as an introduction to how the game works in general, having a very slow rhythm and making the player learn simple bends and turns, you know. The boss of this world is just a cool remix of the level select screen, and it's honestly really good. There's not much else to say here, but this world was a great start to the game. World 2 does something really clever, stating that changing from horizontal to vertical will cause you to go on the offbeat. And this is just, oh my goodness, like, you could see it going into offbeat, but it's just mind-blowing to me. The way that the game gives visual cues like this and cues with the music assists the player with learning the new mechanic, and it starts to feel a lot less like trial and error, but instead getting into the rhythm of the song as your rhythm and reflexes get better every single time you restart. Overall, love this world, and the whole sky vibe with the beanstalk is just wow! World 3 is... I don't even know how to describe it. The game calls it 3 turn points and serpentines, but I personally call it a living nightmare. The boss was pretty difficult, yeah, but it was really vibey the whole way through. Just being able to hit the triangles in succession is so satisfying, especially with all that E-perfect showing up on the screen. I personally think that E-perfect is the one element that makes this game truly underrated. Anyway, now that I've milked this joke dry, let's move on to World 4. In World 4, you start to see little slopes, and these little slopes are going to come up a lot in the future levels, so I guess get used to them. There's also triangles, and these are incredibly satisfying. Easily the best thing that they've introduced so far. The best part of World 4, like any other, is its boss. This is the first boss to contain vocals and it absolutely hits. Just this lo-fi-esque, chill EDM song, I absolutely loved it. And more triangles? I just can't say no to that. In World 5, we're moving over to steeper slopes and swing timing. As I've already said before and will continue to do so, the Midnight Train is an absolutely amazing track. World 6 is the final world, well according to the game anyway. I'm guessing the other worlds were added post-game launch since they seem to be already existing songs instead of songs specifically made for this game. Anyways, this world is hard. Really, really hard. Even the game thinks so too. What do you mean fun with regular time? What is this, some kind of video game to you? So now we're halfway through the game's main story. We've been introduced to quite a few mechanics here. I've been really enjoying the game at this stage, and I definitely think this rhythm game is underrated for how much it innovates, how good the music is, and the mechanics in general. Since we've passed this part in the game, we can now colour our little fire and ice icons, which I think is such an awesome customization option. We also have some access to some new extra levels that aren't a part of the main story, like the Muse collaboration. I went into it because I was curious, and oh my goodness, 𝐼𝐻 is in the game.
When the northern star finally falls from the vacancy of high.
It was incredibly interesting playing basically my favorite song from 𝐭𝐻's main songs, because it made the level a hell of a lot easier, even though I didn't know all of these new mechanics. By simply knowing the rhythm of the song, it carried me to complete the levels a lot faster than I would have normally. And also, the mechanics of this level were awesome. There are these little thingy-majigs you can hit, the game calls them lampposts, and they're so satisfying, especially the rush of them at the end of the song. Well, we're already halfway now, let's finish off this story. World 7. Yeah, this one sucked. How does this world not have a single checkpoint? It is a very cool aesthetic though, I'm loving all the TVs. This world is your introduction to spin tiles. Yay. And a lot of squares. The song was odd, but I did like it. From this level alone, I'd say that you need a lot of resilience and patience to play this game. World 8! This one actually has checkpoints this time. It's still incredibly tricky though, mostly because of how fast it goes. But the song is so awesome, this is exactly the type of music I enjoy. This is the point where I threw spacebar out of a window and decided to switch to spacebar and enter key. You get to the point where the inputs are so fast that you need 2 buttons instead of 1, almost like 𝐻 in a way. And these green tiles that gradually reveal themselves, so damn cool. And I'm so happy that this game continues to bring new ideas into the mix. World 9 took me by surprise, because it was yet another song that I know. This song has some crazy patterns in it, like, what the fuck is this supposed to be? This world just proves my earlier theory: if you know the song beforehand, then you will learn the level much quicker. World 10 was a pain in the It was annoying. Another super fast song just like World 8, but with some incredibly weird timings. An absolutely beautiful song though, I love the piano and the chill vibes. World 11 was so cool. The whole rat boss fight idea is so cool. Look at him go! And I love the different rhythms, like this one. And this one. Overall, this was a very strong world. The music was absolutely amazing, and the entire theme is just great. World 12 is also really cool, and is the final world of the main story in this game. This last song has a very techno theme to it, while also having a very calm and beautiful piano part at the start. This one will challenge you a lot. From some of the paths slowly revealing themselves to the game using visual distractions just like Rhythm Doctor. Yeah, this one will get you. If you haven't been alternating between 2 buttons at this point, this level basically forces you to. Unless you're some kind of fast tapping god, that is. And that is the main story of A Dance of Fire and Ice. Wow. This game is absolutely incredible, and it's certainly been an experience getting to play and beat this game. If you haven't tried this game already, then you definitely should. Even if you're a non-rhythm gamer, give it a try. It doesn't cost much at all, and with the level editor and all other unique add-ons like the 𝐻𝐿𝐷 DLC, you'll be kept entertained for a long time. Speaking of 𝐻𝐿𝐷, if you want a video on that, then you know what to do. Do me a little favor and like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on this video as well. Seriously, I read every single comment. Well, that's all for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.